Hi everyone, my name's Andrew. I live in Malaga in Spain. Used to live in Liverpool, and we very much consider ourselves still part of the frontline family. We are sent as workers here in Spain. We support other overseas workers in the work that they are doing. So today we're looking at Jeremiah 31, verse 7 to 9. And I don't know about you, but when I first looked at these verses, I thought, I'm not sure what I'm going to say about those. Obviously, wanting to bring something meaningful to people watching, and I really wasn't sure, but it was a good reminder about how God uses His Word. And after meditating on it a few times and reading a few things around it, I thought, actually, these are some great verses today. So you will have no doubt read either side of these verses as well. And really, these verses are talking about God's everlasting love for us. So that's always good, isn't it? In our specific verses today, verses 7 to 9, it's talking about the joyful restoration. Now, the first thing that struck me was the differing emotions going on in these verses. It talks about weeping and starts with joy. So there's joy and there's weeping. And that to me just really struck me. Just, are we able today to come to God with all our emotions, everything that makes up who we are? I spend much of my time with workers helping them to express these emotions. Often people don't feel permission to feel the pain, the disappointments, the frustration. But our God, our Father, longs to hear from us and for us to come with all our weeping. Are you able to do that today? Are you holding anything back from Him today? The second thing that struck me was where it says, "Sing with joy for Jacob and shout for the foremost of the nations." This was and is such good news that it should be shared with the whole world, not just Israel. All the earth should hear of God's salvation and give praise for it. This is why my family and others like us are in other countries, why we're sent from Frontline. We're to go and tell others of this great everlasting love spoken about in these previous verses. And in my work, as I said before, I hear about the stresses and the strains that being sent and living in a different culture can put on people. So my kind of second question for you today is, who can you pray for or support, financially or otherwise, who is sent to tell others of this everlasting love of God? Thirdly, I really love the inclusivity of these verses. I'm just going to read this bit to us again. "See, I will bring them from the land of the north and gather them from the ends of the earth. Among them will be the blind and the lame, expectant mothers and women in labour. A great throng will return." This everlasting love overcomes disability, race, gender, colour, creed. Everyone is welcome. There are no exceptions. Yes, we come with our stuff. We come with our weeping and things that we are praying for, but we are all welcome into this everlasting love. And I won't get into it much, but these verses also talk about Israel as a place. It's not just talking about the promises. It's actually talking about the place as well, and how this promise will only be fulfilled when Israel comes to really see the Messiah. But we won't spend too long on that for now. But just to wrap up, 3 questions to leave you with from these verses. Is there anything I'm holding back from God today in my emotions? Am I living in that everlasting love today? And who can I pray for? that I know who is helping others into living into that everlasting love. I hope you have a really, really great day. All right, bye-bye.